to be able to see who's watching, but I thought I'd test out the Starlink by traveling live on Christmas Day. So I can probably see the comments if I was doing. What's that button there? At least 1 minute of video is needed to start a highlight. I got no way of of showing you of seeing comments. So yeah. Anyway, here we go. We're going live. We're live. That's not the best thing to look at, is it? Look at that. The Starlink thing. It's supposed to be. The Starlink's changed. This is the old Gen 2 Starlink, so it's riveted to my ceiling. But that's the new flip one that's there. That, you know, they've made them easier to nick. Well done, Elon Musk. A lot of thought went into that. But yeah, there's like, it's easy. It's got a flip thing on it. But this is, I was going to stream this live on, it's just a test really. I was going to stream it live on, let me just twist this around. There we go. I was going to stream it live on Tall Tales from a Narrowboat, but I can't remember my sign into the app. So for a test, whoever's watching, this is just a test. I'm running really late. I'm supposed to be back at Crick Marina by 4 p.m. because I wanted to drive down to Devon. I've been doing a whole video, a set of videos for Tall Tales from a Narrowboat, and then I'm sort of going through this, and I'm sort of talking to the camera. And I sort of said, why don't I live stream? And then, you know, asking like the future audience if they'd like a live stream, because by the time that goes out, it'll probably be next week. But then I thought, fuck it, I'll pull in, test out the Starlink, do it in one go, and take you with me. So God knows how long it'll last. I can't even read the comments. Oh, it says, Bob Young said, hi. Bob Young, hi, happy Christmas. Happy Christmas, Bob Young. Happy Christmas to everyone. I'll get that in straight away. Happy Christmas to everyone. Enjoy what will probably be a 20-minute little cruise, live cruise of me going down the Leicester line. So yeah, you'll have to excuse me. I won't be able to read the comments. So if this is your gig, join me not on Major Dolby's Cat. I'm only streaming on Major Dolby's Cat because, as I said, I couldn't log in and I'm running out of time. So if you do like this content, go to Tall Tales from a Narrowboat. If not, then just happy Christmas to all my subscribers on Major Dolby's Cat. I appreciate it. Let's put you on that so my ugly face is not there. Ugly face, go away. There we go. Oh, buggering off now then. And again, you probably won't hear me because the sound of the engine will displace any of my waffle. It'll be fun to look at later on. I'm going to give myself a bit of a nudge. There's a bit of a wind pushing me against the boat. So. There we go. That should do it. Yeah, you can probably still hear me now because I'm going very slowly because I don't want to get dragged along the side of the... There we go. As of now, though, you won't. I doubt. Unless I get really close and shout. In which case, surprising for Christmas Day, how many people are actually out and about. More people today than there were the cruise up here on Christmas Eve. I can't see that. Alan Hargreaves. Great stuff. Great stuff, Alan. Happy Christmas, mate! You won't see this anywhere else on Major Dolby's Cat channel. I think it's probably going out the same time as the Rooms episode, so bugger all people will be watching this. And we're testing the Starlink, and it's signal. God knows how long it will last, but we've got a little refrain from the from the noise of the engine up here, because reconnecting. Interesting. There's going to be there'll be dropping in and out, I reckon, on the cut. Christmas Day, testing the strength of the Starlink satellite that's following me currently. Yeah, if anyone's watching, I had intended on being back home at the end of Christmas Day to drive down, but I've been making a video for Tall Tales, and it's surprising how long videos take to make when you're trying to show a 24-hour period. So I'm running late, and I was actually moored up here last night on this spot, but let's avoid this tree. I was actually moored up here on this spot, and I had to I've just spent the last 45 minutes going about another 1.5 miles up the cut ending hole to turn around, so I'm about to be back. So probably not going to get to the marina before dark. Those people in the boat said hello onto me as I went past 45 minutes ago. They're probably wondering what the hell I'm doing on Christmas Day. Wow, there's a boat there. Right. So I'll get really close to the camera, really close. You probably won't be able to hear me over the din of the engine, but might be a nice visual thing for you to watch this Christmas afternoon while you're all sitting there with your hangovers and your overeaten stomach. Like, I'm saying that because that's exactly how I feel, and I'm glad that the river control police aren't around, because if they are, drinking 2 glasses of Baileys and a glass of white wine before attempting this trip back home has left me feeling like if there was such a thing as the Canal police, then there's a chance I might get pulled over and breathalyzed. Let's hope that doesn't happen, for the sake of my life. This is where I moored. This will be on the video of Tall Tales, my whole trip up yesterday and mooring here overnight. This is this was one of my favourite spots on the cut in the summer, and I was like, I'm gonna just get out this marina and just head to the middle of nowhere. This boat wasn't here last night, so it was just me and waking up. I think it arrived just before I left, about an hour ago. So yeah, I was completely alone for Christmas in this spot, and it's a beautiful spot. His mooring ropes are making a squeaky sound, so maybe I'm going past it, tick over. These drunk Christmas Day boat riders. I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk. You know, I'm not drunk, officer. Hope you had a good Christmas, Alan. I can see your comments, but I can't quite read them. I'll have a quick look in a second once I get past this boat. I say it should be on Tall Tales, but I couldn't. For the life of me, I tried to log in, and I'm running late, and I just could not log in. I need to set that up on the new phone. I have a new phone as well, so this is sort of a test on the new phone as well. And I'm very impressed with the video quality. I've been filming with it for Tall Tales video tomorrow. Tomorrow? It'll probably be after Christmas. Give it some welly. Give it some welly. My horn's not working, so I'm hoping that there's nobody around this corner. If there is, I'm ready on the reverse. I'm going to try and I'm doing 18,000, well 1800 I should say, 1800 revs per minute. 18,000, that would be a speedboat. That would be a speedboat. Be interested to see how the signal holds up in the forestry area here, which is, just to let you know, a Jurassic forest. It says so on a footpath. Why would it lie? It says Jurassic period forest that I walked through this morning, Christmas morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. Very misty, very spooky, very spooky. Down here's a farmer's bridge. It's not connected to the main road, so it's just farms. This is a nice little area. I used to walk this through the summer. Anyone who's watching and wondering why there's a canal boat travelling on Christmas Day, I'm seriously trying to promote Tall Tales from a Narrowboat, my other channel, but being so stupid as to forget the login details, I'm streaming on Major Dolby's Cat. So hopefully it reaches a few more people and they may subscribe to my channel over at Tall Tales. Alan, you're a legend, mate. I will read them once I get past this bridge. Avoid that. It's gonna scrape my boat. No, I've managed to avoid the branch. It's a good thing, so I don't want scrapes on my boat. Here we are, Bridge 32 on the Leicester line of the Grand Union Canal. It's a farm bridge. There you go. I can see buffering, but then again, you know, I am in the middle of nowhere. Let's have a look at what Alan says in a second. Let me just slow the boat down a wee bit. Looking good. Good life. You will convert us all to narrow boats. Internet doesn't do well under bridges. Interesting, Alan. That's a good bit of knowledge to know in the future. We should all get narrow boats, Alan, and we'll have a little community. And we don't have to deal in digital currencies and all that shite. We can deal in, I don't know, turnips and Blu-rays, mate. Turnips and Blu-rays, the new commodity. Yeah, I do not think I'm gonna get to Crick Marina in light today, so it's gonna have to be another overnight. Last night back there, I don't think it's dark by 4, so I don't know what time it is now, but. It's so good to be out of the marina. I don't like marinas. I like the convenience of the electrical hook. To be honest, I sat in here this morning and watched Watership Down on 4K Blu-ray, projector and a screen. I used my lithium battery. I used like 10% of the battery in that activity. Yes, there are a lot of advantages when you're doing work to be in a marina, but no, this is where I want to be. Out, middle of nowhere, little villages to explore and all that stuff in the future. So. Hope you've had a good Christmas, Alan. I was hoping that one of you guys would have been watching, either Richard, yourself, or Old School Fool, or Ray. I should really do it through Discord. I probably will in the future do it through Discord, but good to be able to speak to you on Christmas Day. Thanks for your support. As always, I love chatting to you guys. But yeah, it's held up all right. Let's see what it does under this bridge, Alan. So there's a big bridge coming up. I'll probably stop the stream somewhere close to the I think it's the A40 or A50 that I go under. So I'll stop it after I go under that bridge, which is about 10-15 minutes. I'll keep the stream going. I don't even know whether you can hear me, but I'll keep the stream going. I've got to shout over the engine, you see. For the video on Tour Tales that I've done in the last 18 hours, that's all mic'd with the... Yeah, you're right. You're right. Under bridges. It doesn't like bridges. It doesn't like bridges. I think there's a boat around this corner. There was yesterday, so slowing down. My God, the wake I'm actually steaming, I think. More faster than I normally go. There was a boat here, so I'm slowing down a wee bit to make sure. But I can already see, like yesterday, the sun, the mist is finally moving away, but unfortunately it's always right at the end of the day where you get like about 25-30 minutes of a brighter sky before it gets dark. No boat here now though, that's good. Probably not the best position for being able to see. You just see the length of the boat, but I've got it on a makeshift stand. I'm going to try and avoid all the branches. There's a lot of overgrown branches around here, and I don't like scraping the boat or knocking anything off the roof. It's doing all right. It's holding. I think the signal's holding up, but there's a branch in the water down here. It's just the bridges when it goes under that, like you say, Alan, we lose a connection. But that's natural when you're getting a Starlink signal, so you can't really see satellites in the sky when you're under a bridge. Well, last time I checked, anyway. It's the stick. You won't be able to see it, but it's directly to the left port side. Right now, go past it with ease. And we don't want to get too close to the banks. Where there's Armco, you're probably safe-ish, but CRT are shite in their silt removing activities. So yeah, I've already been stuck once on this little trip. I'm trying to avoid going. You basically have to stay in the center of the canal to avoid the silt build-up. So watching for the tree. Spoke to Old School Full. I haven't spoken to him for ages. I haven't spoke to him for absolutely ages, and I wonder where he is and what he's up to. He doesn't know. He's not a big fan of Discord, so he hasn't been in Discord. But Old School Full, if you're watching this on a rerun or live now, happy Christmas, mate, and miss chatting to you. Don't know where you've gone, or love for you to come back now, say hello. I'm very happy with everyone that supports this channel, regardless of whether you watch the live streams, no matter what I'm doing, whether I'm moving my home or sitting in it doing a Saturday broadcast. I'm not sure about if anyone knows I do live stream on Saturday sometimes, and this is the third time my stream's been removed by YouTube, so I'm kind of just tired of this now, like streaming a Saturday night stream. It's very limiting to what I can really say and do, and sometimes hearing my voice for 2 hours bores me, let alone anyone else watching. And it's annoying because my streams now get like between 700 and 1,000 views over like 3 or 4 days. So it's annoying because people are watching them. But anyway, don't want to moan. It's Christmas Day. Talk about bloody YouTube. I must admit, I haven't. This is the first time I've. If I'd planned it and been less spontaneity sort of had taken hold, then I probably would have done this for Tall Tales. But as it is, whoever's watching, I think it's Alan, you're a legend, mate. Thanks for watching and your support. Yeah, Tall Tales from a narrowboat. Major Dolby's cat on narrowboat Lost Highway. Oh, that's nice. Oh. I might push the limits a bit and go a little bit into the dark. About 10 minutes. I've got a headlight, and I know the canal once I get sort of in the next 10 minutes. I know it better than this part. Who knows? But either way, Justin, if you're watching this, I don't know whether you are, you're probably with your family, and you rightfully should be. For me to be driving down tonight, it's probably not going to happen, even though I'm desperately trying to get back. I probably won't be able to get to yours until, well, it won't change, midday. I'll still be at yours tomorrow by midday, but it'll probably be me leaving here at 7 a.m. in the morning, the time I was up this morning. And driving down and coming straight to yours from the trip down, because I think I'm going to have to be out on the cut overnight. I don't think I can. I don't think I've got enough light to get me back to the marina before it gets dark. But we'll see. Who knows? Who knows? It's the motorway down here. Well, it's not a motorway, I think it's the A40. It's very busy. It was busy last night when I went under it. I came under it at about, yesterday afternoon, I came under it at about 3 o'clock. And I sang Driving Home for Christmas by Chris Rea as I went under. It was very busy then. It doesn't look as busy now. I think most people are in and having a very good family Christmas. Drinking too much, eating too much, but there's still a fair few amount of cars on the road. I don't know whether you'll be able to see it from the vertical angle that you have to record these videos in, but I tried widescreen and it wouldn't let me do it. I'd only stream in this quality on the phone. But you will lose connection when we go under the bridge by the sounds of it. And this is a rather large bridge, so there's a small one before and then there's a large one after. And as I said, the way the sun is now, it's low in the sky, there's a slight hazy redness to the mist that says to me it's desperately trying to come out for the last 20 minutes of light. Certainly making the yellow on my roof brighter, but I think that it's a lost cause. I don't think we're going to see the sun, not in the Midlands on Christmas Day this year at least. So we have a little bridge followed by a large bridge, As I said, the stream will probably go off once we get to the large bridge, but we'll see. Bridge number 30. You're not gonna get much of this bridge. It took a long time to go into the little one, let alone this big one here. There we go. You hear the cars, they go over the bridge. Hello, Alan. See the bridge behind me now. I really don't think I'm going to get to the marina before dark. Stand a bit out of the way so you can see me and the background. The water is a very pleasant colour, don't you think? I washed in it earlier. It's Ganges. Once you get rid of the shopping trolleys, the Tesco carrier bags, it's very much like the Ganges. Actually, it's the Midlands, so it is a bit like the Ganges anyway, demographically. Oh, YouTube slam. But it is a bit like, this is the Ganges of the Midlands. True story. Actually, I mean, you can see why people take to a life like this. And some people say it's a classic, and I should use these terms because they'll somewhere in the algorithm, white flight will probably flag up a certain thing, but you don't see much multiculturalism, diversity on the canals of the UK, which for some people might not be necessarily a good thing. But for others, it might be a good thing that you can lose yourself in the past of yesterday and not be reminded of the hell of present day. I say that with all lightheartedness this Christmas day. On this Christmas day. I'm going to read your comment in a minute, Alan. I have to slow it down a bit because it's surprising how quickly the boat starts to go, I'm going over there. No, I'm not, I'm going over there. Oh. You need earmuffs sometimes when you're standing on top of this engine. You need earmuffs. They can't swim. That's right, Alan. Honestly, though, mate, you would not want to fall into this canal. There are great stories of the men who built the navies on the canal, and there are these heroic stories and stuff. And it is great stories, but it's the secrets that these things kind of hold or cover up. I mean, I can't help thinking that, if there is going to be a dead body to be found, it's probably likely going to happen on a canal. And I'm dreading it. I'm dreading the day, and I know it's going to happen. I am that positive at some point I will find a floater on the canal. I know it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. I've seen a floating dead cow on a canal before, which was equally as harrowing. But yeah, there's lots of secrets, all hidden by the canal network. Happy Christmas, everybody! Happy Christmas. Let me see what I can steer with my arse while I refill my vape. CRT, I don't do this very often, trust me. But there's a bridge coming up as well. Steering it with my arse. Filling it. Bottle. Any accidents? Not on my watch. Not on my watch. Oh, nearly had an accident then. There we go. And there is some boats down here, so better slow down. Drunk day boater and all of that. I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk. I don't drink any other time of the year, so when I do have a glass, for about an hour I feel it. I feel it sort of go to me head. You know, if there was any beautiful lady around, this would be the best time to ask me for a loan to buy a dress or something. No, there aren't many ladies around, unfortunately. Here's one. Hannah Gordon. Hannah Gordon. Thoughts? Hannah Gordon. I know that her voice makes the sexiest rabbit I think I've ever heard. She's in Watership Down, which I watched this morning. Hannah Gordon's voice is in that, and the little blue-eyed, darker-haired rabbit that is with the general in that area. Hannah Gordon, fantastic voice for a rabbit, and yeah, quite sexy. I don't know what else she was in. I know her face and I knew her name. She's in something with Peter Bowles, but I've got to watch more Hannah Gordon. She's got a lovely voice. Hannah Gordon, if you're watching. Right. I don't know whether you can't really see that, but there's a barn here. It's really pretty. I should just take you off, but speed up a bit. There is another moored boat here, but it's a bit of a gap where you can kind of, as long as you don't storm past it, you should be fine. You should be. It says, it's the wake, you see. What happens is you're supposed to go over on tick over. And what happens if you don't? You get you get a wake that you generate, and it can hit another moored boat, and kind of they can come loose from their moorings because and then off they come, and they float into the middle of the canal, which is quite a common sight. So you go over and tick over, which can slow you down when you desperately want to get somewhere. And I mean, it's not the fastest transport anyway. This is a place called Haygates, waterfront glamping for adults. They're like little, if I can't really show you without, I could probably turn the camera around, it'd probably fall off. But they're like little kind of huts with, I don't know if they've got like, I think they've got like fire. They've got chimneys on there, so you can kind of have like a multi-fuel stove in there. I wish I could show you, but not without. Hold on, going around the corner, and there you go. There we go. You see that? Oh shit! Can you see that? Can you see it? I can't see it because I'm steering a boat as well at the same time. Oh, that's the wrong one. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. There you go. All for the sake of a camera here, is nearly crashing the boat. Nearly crashing the boat. Not quite, nearly crashing it. but they're like glamping huts. They're really cool, actually. They are in the middle of nowhere, and you can kind of like rent one out for a week. I'm going to put you in. Hold on a second. Let's see. Let's see what can you up there. Oh no, that's not right. Oh my god, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. Here we go. There we go. But yeah, that's where I am. None of you saw that. 2 people watching. Alan is one of them. Pity the lads are missing this. That's entertainment. Well, there's probably a fair few of them kind of with families, mate. And I mean, you know, drinking, eating. I didn't expect anyone to watch. I thought it is sort of a family time. So probably if you remember last year, I did a live stream from Bratislava. That's what I suddenly thought. Oh, if I do another one, but on the Canal. So, I'm not expecting a lot of people to watch it, but either way, I like to be moving on Christmas Day in some way, shape or form. There's a winding hole down here, as you can see, the port side. You can turn your boat around. Which is funny enough, my God, we're only here. And this is where I debated on stopping yesterday. I didn't, I went further. We are running out of, well, it's not, I've probably got another 30 minutes, but the trip's probably about another hour, to be honest. So I ain't getting to that marina before dark, that's for sure. I'm moored around this area back in the summer. Yeah. It's gonna go off. It's gonna go off. Yeah. On and off. On and off. Old school fool. I can see your little emblem. Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas, buddy. Just been talking about you. Just saying that I hadn't spoke to you for a while, so I'm glad I got to say Happy Christmas. If you can hear me over the engine. Nah. How have you been? I'll get around this corner and I'll try and read some of your comments. Well, as you saw then, I don't know whether you joined me at the point where I was trying to show you the glamping thing and I nearly crashed. So blame it on the speed I was doing, the Baileys that I've had, and the multitasking. But it's a bit embarrassing. Probably excuse me, I'll probably like 25 seconds of stream and put it in the Tall Tales from a Narrowboat, so any comments that you're writing down there now, I'll hopefully they'll show up when I go back to view this live stream, and I take a little segment and put it in the Tall Tales video of. Basically going to be like, it's my 24-hour Christmas. That's what the video is called. I've been shooting some of it today, shot most of it yesterday, and today was my Christmas dinner, my Watership Down video, watching that, my little walk this morning in the woods, Christmas morning, and a little bit of this journey back, although I haven't shot anything since I've streamed live. So, but I shot most of this coming up here yesterday, so nobody's going to want to see the same stuff backwards. Or maybe they will, who knows. So I'll use a little bit of this stream to sort of culminate in my 24 hours. But I have a funny feeling it's going to be 36 hours, because I don't think I'm getting back. So I have planned on getting back to the marina before dark, having an hour break, and then heading down to Devon in the car and getting down to my mum's at 9 o'clock tonight. But I'm not getting back to the marina, so I'm probably going to have to be doing the rest of the trip in the very early hours of the morning, but 8 o'clock, something like that. I don't know. I know how far I've got to go, so we'll see how good the light is. I mean, at the end of the day, it's your eyesight, isn't it? But it just gets dark so bloody quick in the winter. You know, 4:15, 4:30, it's sort of like pitch black, especially on a misty day. So there we go. Let's read some of the comments in a second. Just straighten up a bit. In a carry-on type of way, says Alan. See, that's what happens when you take your hand off the tiller, and this boat has a habit of just being very indecisive in staying in a straight line, so it's really hard for me to see the comments, unfortunately, without crashing. But I will get a chance to read them back later, so please no swearing and no insults. Keep them all for my face, if you like. Hold on a second, let's see whether I can. I really need a really large tiller pin. Cruising, but not in a Hampstead Heath kind of way. Yeah, I mean, you'd be hard pressed to find any action around here, old school, male or female. There's been hardly anybody. There's been a couple of boats that passed me earlier, but if you have your dick would be swinging in the wind looking around here, mate. You certainly wouldn't be getting much action. Oh, we got a moorer. That means I can slow down and read the messages. I know I'm going to know one of these boats up here because they've come from the marina as well yesterday. What is the time, guys? It's not like unbearably like dark, but it is getting that way. It is getting that way. It's getting pretty dark. I would still have like another hour to go, so I'm definitely not mooring in Crick Marina tonight. My batteries will be nicely charged, and I can always watch a movie, be up at 7 o'clock in the morning, and drive down to Devon then. So hopefully, Justin, if you're watching this at any point, the 12 o'clock invite still stands. I should still be there at the latest 1 o'clock, but I'll leave here tomorrow morning at about 9 o'clock in the morning. If I have to spend overnight up here, I'm going to say, have they got their window open? They've got their window open, I suppose. So I'm going to say Happy Christmas to them. They've got nice decorations up in here. Oh, hold on, what's this? Hey, all right? I went a little bit further than I planned. Merry Christmas. All right, mate. All right. I went further than I planned, and now I'm like, I'm not going to get back tonight. Have a good Christmas. They're from the marina. Yeah, they said yesterday, they left behind me, and they said, how long are you going for? And I said, just 24 hours. So we're going up to bridge 27 or 28, I said. And I said, oh yeah, I should probably be around that area. But then I thought, I'll just go a bit further. Let's go a bit further. And then I realised I'd gone past the winding hole, so I couldn't turn around, and I had to go a bit further more. And then I realised that I was about, 3.5, 4 miles further up the cut than I wanted to be, really, to get back today. So, yeah, it's my own fault. It's my own fault. They're the nicest people in the marina I'm in. She's a former artist. Well, she's still an artist, but she's formerly from Clovelly in North Devon, which is a lovely cliff town village. It's sort of Devonshire's Port Merion. It's like the village. Clovelly. Well, if anyone knows the Long Chase, if you know the Long Chase with the lovely Jan, happy Christmas, Jan. Not like she ever watches. If you know the Long Chase, they filmed that in Clovelly because that's where I learned. My aunt used to live in Clovelly in the 70s, so she was there during that filming of the Long Chase. So I'd heard about the Long Chase, but I'd never seen it. But yeah, Clovelly's a really nice place in North Devon if you haven't been. That's quite funny. Yeah, I was. He said, "You're not getting back to the marina tonight." It's like, yeah, I kind of know that. There are several more options for me. We get a little bit closer. I certainly don't want to be cruising tomorrow morning early. You don't get the lights. Right. Thank you very much. So yeah, you don't get. You're live. Live. I'm gonna just accelerate. This is where I got stuck yesterday again. There's Armco here that you can like officially moor at, but the silt bank underneath that, I mean, it's so shallow, and the depth of these boats. I mean, I saw people here. I should have remembered that in the summer I saw people with barge poles trying to get off of the Armco here. It's a terrible stretch, which annoyingly, surrounded by lovely trees and forestry, it's a beautiful mooring spot if you could. The Armco is like sirens luring in sailors for, just temptation of like mooring here. But it's wide as well, and you think it's really bad. Like, it's really bad. You get stuck there. You can't get out. And solo narrowboater with a barge pole with the tiller in your hand, and with your hand on the gear stick, reverse forward. It's a bastard to get out. It really is when you get stuck. A lot of effort goes into freeing yourself. So in this bit of canal, I will stick to the middle as long as I possibly can. I hate passing here as well. I'm not going to the right, and they're not going to the left. So you sort of just stay in the middle, like a duck going into a dartboard. I'm not giving up. I don't like the idea of trying to thread my boat through the marina entrance in the dark. I'll tell you that now. It's bad enough when it's daylight to get it right, let alone when it's at night. So I'm going to have to pull in at some point and moor up for the night. I know there are places down here that I could moor up in. Oh, that's better. I'll have to shout. Imagine travelling at tick over the whole of the network. It's slower than walking pace tick over, by the way. It's like 3 miles an hour, something like that. You'd literally have a dog walker going past you like that. Save fuel, though. Let's read your comments. Give me a second to get past this bindweed. It's funny because the light compensation of the camera doesn't really do the justice of how dark it actually is becoming. It looks, if I could navigate, I'll be navigating through the camera on the phone. I'll use that as a to light the way. It's probably better than my headlight. Welcome aboard the Saucy Sue Christian. Oh, moving, hold on. Pull up better baby sham and let's talk. I wish I could read them. I wish it was just a little bit bigger, tiny on my phone, tiny. And the minute I take my hand off the tiller, it's the boat's got a mind of its own. It's like if anyone remembers the Austin Ambassador, my uncle had one of those, and he always said that he didn't have to steer around corners because the car was constantly. It didn't point in a straight direction. It just was always going around a corner, no matter whether you're trying to go straight or not. He said it's corner assist. I remember him saying that, corner assist. Austin Ambassador. I vaguely remember the car, but if you had one of those, it's keeping it relevant for this channel, isn't it? Like there we go. Now I can look. Krishnan, that's sexy. Ooh, sometimes. I don't know what that's in reference to, but I'm sure it's not me. Like the Pet Shop Boys. Better. I know what you're talking about. I'm getting sporadic moments, but I have to put crank it, as they say. Jesus, I don't go this fast normally. And believe you me, this is fast. It's a faster speed than I normally like doing, so yeah. It's like a blur. The whole world is a blur. I am going to flip that. What's coming? In my normal eyesight, I can't see. I'll use the. Oh, thanks guys, thanks for joining me. It's supposed to go out on Tortail's channel, but it's a little bit shallow there. I can feel the tiller doing its own thing, so let's not steam around here. Oh my god. I was in my excuse there for the reason why the boat's veered is it's a rather tight corner. And when you go fast in this boat and it's on a silt bank or near silt, it's like it turns a lot quicker or a lot slower depending on how much silt and where it hits the boat. And then you end up like being displaced, or you displace it and you end up kind of on the wrong side. That's pretty much what was happening then, so I had to slow down. Plus I was doing 20,000 RPM. I normally do 14, so I am cranking it more than I should be. Overcompensating. Still got a bit of light. Somebody do me a favour, just write down the time in the comments. Just let me see the time. It's got to be about 3:30, isn't it? It's about 3:30. I can't tell. I mean, I'm not far away, but 3:51, crikey. Thanks, old school fool. How was your Christmas, mate? How you doing? It's been a while. I know that you don't do the Discord thing. Sometimes we all get together and we just have a little chat in Discord. But I do miss your input, mate. It was great the other week. The first time I'd heard people's voices, and I know you've been in many times in the past where we've been watching a film. It's quite hard to get people in for the Friday film fiesta, but I'm hoping that we'll improve that in the future. Maybe just do one event every month. But it'll just be great to have you back in there again, chat. This is where I got stuck in the summer. It's where I had to do that whole thing I was telling you about, barge poling in your solo. Right here, and it's bullshit because there's Armco. It's the sirens again. It's the sirens luring those sailors in, offering them warmth, comfort and sexual favours, only to shit on you. Some people might be into that, I'm not, and you get stuck there and you can't get out. So. Otherwise it's a really good mooring spot. And it's getting a little bit chilly now. I said in the earlier in the video, not the stream, but I'm making a video for Tall Tales. I said in that video it was about 7 or 8 o'clock this morning, and I went for my Christmas morning walk, and I was actually sweating when I got back because I was wearing this woolly hat, and it was really ridiculously mild, like it was about 11 degrees, something like that, 11, 12 degrees this morning. But it's dropped now, and I can feel it like coming down this afternoon. You can feel there's a slight breeze that's just pretty bloody cold actually, and I'm not quite wearing my winter clothes, so I do feel like a nice hot cup of coffee, whether I get to the marina or whether I moor on the cut, is definitely in need. What film will I watch tonight? On an unplanned night stopover. Last night I watched Die Hard, as I always generally do around Christmas. I watched Die Hard. I watched 1973 Bob Clark's Black Christmas, which was a classic to watch at Christmas time, especially on Christmas. Anyone who's a fan of Olivia Hussey, whoa, or Margot Kidder, whoa, or a good horror film, whoa, then Black Christmas 1973. Avoid the remake. And this morning was my premiere of my 4K Blu-ray player, which I gave myself for Christmas. It was the only present I opened up at Christmas this year. Was Watership Down, the Blu-ray, which was another gift. And I absolutely love the movie. I absolutely love it, and it's for some people it might be depressing. I just don't see it as depressing. Maybe that just says something about my mindset. I don't see Watership Down as a depressing film. I see it firmly enriched in the earth. Okay. It's really hard to put. Like, nature at its most destructive, it's destructive to itself. And if you view Watership Down as though, yes, it's, there is death in it, and yes, characters do die in it, but if you view it more as as a form of like nature and what happens in nature, it's more akin to fact. Oh, that's going to go off. It's going to go off a bit. To come back, come back. But it's got the power to it's very firmly rooted in the earth, Watership Down. And I don't want to say the circle of life, because, The Lion King, although that is one of the better Disney movies, sort of does show you it's the circle of life. Whereas, you know, Richard Adams doesn't go schmaltzy like Disney would. You know, Richard Adams shows you what true nature is. You know, and I think that it is firmly rooted in an almost folkloric way. Watership Down. I mean, it's not that far removed from The Wicker Man, in terms of the themes, its thematics. Like The Wicker Man is, they're doing all these rituals because their harvests. It's very much season based sort of horror, and I think Watership Down shares similarities with some of the things. Obviously, you know, there's no rabbit that gets put up in a giant wicker man and at the end of Watership Down, but it does have a pretty bloody ending actually in Watership Down. You know, the general, and after all of this struggle, after all of nature, after all of the struggle from the humans, you know, the cars and the development, the overdevelopment of the British Isles, after it's announced all of that, what happens? They think they find the perfect place, the perfect warren, and then the general comes along, this kind of fascistic dictator rabbit that comes along and you know, wages war within their own breed. I mean, they survive all of this shit only to get shat on by their own type, or their own kind. It's a beautiful film though. It's a beautiful film. I mean, yeah, Christmas Day viewing, I think it's a Christmas film. It's not a Christmas film. It's not a Christmas film. Anyway, that's what I watched this morning, and I was, as I said, supposed to be going home, and now I'm like, I might have to have another film night tonight. So I bought After Hours. If anyone's a fan of the Scorsese movie with Griffin Dunn, After Hours, I was kind of keeping that to watching when I'm back home with some friends. I've got that on 4K Blu-ray, but I do have the day before Christmas Eve I watched Christmas Vacation, which doesn't hold up as well as some people. I haven't watched it for about 10 years. I must admit, the only vacation film I still love and watch a lot is the first one, National Lampoon's Vacation. I think the third one, Christmas Vacation's a bit overhyped, a bit. There's some great funny moments, but it borders too zany for me. It's a bit too zany now as I get older. So I don't think it should be sort of a necessity to sort of constantly talk about how great that movie is. I'm going to flick you around now. Not the camera, just the lens. There you go. It's a little bit better to watch than just me. And I can actually see more clearer through the camera than I can in my eyesight. We are not far, but we still have Yelvertoft to go through. So yeah, I will be pulling in. I'll be looking for a space to moor somewhere up around here, I think. If I can get past Yelvertoft, which is my mission now, great. Then I know of a couple mooring spots around there that I'll just pull in and spend the 10 hours there before leaving very early tomorrow at first light. So. All new, private mooring here now. No boat on it, but it's a private mooring. Seeing that more and more private moorings being made. Say last year was Slovakia streaming live. This year it's the Midlands. Next year it'll I don't know what'll happen next year. I don't know. What's everyone's plans for 2025? Going private mooring. Terrible. Trying to read and go around a corner at school. But the private mooring thing is happening more and more. The cost of I mean, how much the CRT make from the license fees alone on the canals is ridiculous, and how they've seem to be getting worse at maintaining it. But also private moorings are popping up, whereas they probably used to be public moorings, and there was a boat. So the space is gradually, it's not getting any bigger. It's not getting any bigger for narrowboats. The continuous cruisers, the people who, in my opinion, the continuous cruisers who single-handedly keep the waterways alive, because without them using the locks, things would seize up. You know, the crap in the water gets kind of dissipated a bit when you've got a constant use. So, you know, they do a lot of stuff that actually... Oh, can you hear the shooting? Oh, shut up. Somebody's shooting. God. Somebody... There's shotguns. 2 shotgun sounds just right then. At least I've got a yellow boat. So, you know. Look at that big duck! I mean, I don't know what some of their mentality is. Anyone who wants to go out and shoot animals, you know. I've just watched Watership Down. My God. And there are 2 farmers in that the ones that are keeping the rabbits in the barn, and they try and free them so as they can repopulate their people. And obviously Hazel. Black pebbles gets shot with buckshot, and the bird has to pull out the black stones. I think it is black stones. I just hope that they've got a good shot, and they can see that it's a giant yellow duck. Is actually a human on a boat. Yeah, I've been lucky to get to Yelvertoft. Yeah, I'd be lucky to get to Yelvertoft today. I remember that boat, Lazy Days, the one we're passing now. I remember that from the summer. Oh, there's the children. I can see they're watching terrestrial television. What's the afternoon film now? After the Queen's speech, or King's speech. I certainly wouldn't be listening to that now. Just always have a good film. I remember the premiere of Raiders of the Lost Ark, the 3rd one, Last Crusade. I remember when that was huge. It was like 1990 or 91, something like that, on BBC One, and they got the premiere of Indiana Jones, the 3rd one, The Last Crusade. I remember that being a massive family event. Well, I bet you that, because everyone's spoiled for choice now on television, the Christmas season, the Christmas lineup of movies must have just got less important in people's lives. Like, there's streaming services, watch when you want to watch, you know. That whole thing of like sitting around with the family at 3 o'clock on BBC One on Christmas Day, that doesn't happen anymore, I wouldn't have thought. So, you know, everyone's... But yeah, I remember that being huge, like all through the 80s. Like my dad and my VHS player, I recorded every bloody film. And going through the Radio Times was like something amazing, because it was an event. You got the Radio Times a week before before it started, and the anticipation of seeing kind of all of the Christmas shows and the TV and stuff. I guess that's sort of gone now completely. Like, it was probably going 20 years ago, but it's gone completely now. And that's quite sad, because that was kind of a communal family event. Was sitting around Christmas Day and like watching TV, you know. And not in a slobbish way. Like my stepmum, she never liked watching too much telly, so it would get to a certain point, she'd say, right, switching the telly off, we're all having a game of cards. We play Queenie or Gin Rummy or something. So the TV would go off, and you would, you know, if Dad had his way, he'd have stayed watching the TV, even though he loved playing cards and stuff and board games. But Mum always thought they were trying to install in me that, you know, too much television is bad for your eyes. Like that old Monty Python sketch. They say television's bad for your eyes. I'm considering pulling in here. I haven't moored here though. Shit. Well, the Armco looks fine. I was hoping to get past Yelvertoft. Oh fuck it! I'm gonna go. I mean, it's not dark. It's not like pitch black. Fuck it. It's not pitch black yet, you know. I can still see. It's the obstacles in the water that become problematic. You see, I can see some twinkling lights up here, and I think this is the start of the Yelvertoft Strait. So if I can get past that. It is dark. Oh, I do remember this. Actually, I do remember this area. Now that I've gone past it, this was actually not a bad area to moor. Oh, I know where I am. I know this part now. Yeah, I know where I can moor. It's about 5 minutes away, so that's where I'll be. And it'll only be an hour in the boat tomorrow. So get back to the car, leave at about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Get down between 12 and 1 to my mate's house. We should be fine. I can just see the wake that's behind me right now. It's like you could windsurf on it. Oh, it's just probably ripping up weeds on the side of the canal, taking down branches and trees. Yeah, Bridge 23. Yeah, we're not far. We're not far. This stream's actually keeping me insane. I think I'd be shitting it if I was by myself without anyone to chat to. Braunston, we got stuck at Braunston double locks. We finished them at like 10 o'clock at night, but that was in the summer, so, and that was when it was getting dark. So with a bit of luck, there'll be a mooring space just up here, and I will pull in, and I will have to put my hands up and say I've been defeated by poor light. There's the lightning tree up here, and there's some weeds here which make it a little bit awkward to pass, but yeah, I think our time here has come to an end. Oh, there was a horrible family here yesterday in this area. It's on the video I'm doing on Tour Tales. There's me talking about like how Christmas is a family time, and how, you know, embrace those moments of sort of family time, because they, you know, they don't last forever. And as I'm saying it, I literally hear this like it's a whole family of people just losing their shit. Hello, it's the red light. He's out and about on the canal, isn't he? Well, lucky. See, he's late. See, he's got his navigation lights on, and that's probably something that I should put on. But it doesn't matter now, does it? Because I'm mooring here. So I am mooring in this spot by the lightning tree. By the lightning tree. Well, I'll keep the stream going. It will go off for a second while I just faff about with the mooring ropes. But yeah, I think now is the time to pull in. I love the fact that you can you see then his navigation lights? He's got his red and his green on, bless him. Something I should have had on, that's for sure. Oh, he's doing the same as me. Haha. I don't want to be really close to him, so I'm just going to reverse a little bit back. That's it. Give me a second, guys. I'll end the stream properly in a second. Once I've got out and there. I think I've done the right thing. Right under a bloody tree though. This is where my home is tonight. Nearly fell over. Just going to get my mooring pins, my chains. I don't know what he's doing actually. It's like he was mooring and now he is. Does he want to get really close to me? Is that what it is? Christmas Day, he wants to be a little bit closer to me. Still here. Takes a little while to get the chains on. I am still here. Right. Oh. Right. Right, come back to you. I can come back to the street. We're moored. Now I can read your comments. 6 people watching. Hello, 6 people. Major Dolby's cat here. Tall tales from a narrowboat. This isn't. However, obviously, clearly I'm on a narrowboat. From the river to the sea, aboard the barge of MDC. Thanks, old school fool. Oh, brilliant, brilliant. Or as they used to call it, poetry. Sounds like a rap. Anyone having an African Christmas? Well, I'll tell you what, I had a really nice meal today. I've still got loads of it left. It was so rich, but I don't think I can. I can eat any more of it because it made me feel so full. It was a Tuscan pork Wellington. So basically, ricotta cheese wrapped around a pork loin, then phyllo pastry, and then to add things, I added roasties done in beef dripping, and a really rich white wine sauce based like chicken stock with fresh tarragon, chives, and garlic in this. And I poured, actually shit, I've had more than 2 glasses of Bailey's, 1 large glass of white wine, because I put in about a glass of white wine into the sauce. Oh my god, oh my god. Somebody who doesn't drink alcohol, that's probably why I made this terrible mistake of spending a bit too long doing these videos, because I suddenly realized, I was like, shit, I still have to go further up to be able to turn around, and I had to go up like 45 minutes, so that was 45 minutes of the time. Otherwise I'd have been very close to Crick. As it stands, I'm about 2 miles away, something like that. Probably like no longer cruise tomorrow morning at first light than an hour I'm away. But I love that they pulled in at the same time. I've never checked my nav lights. I should check them. That I know they're on there. I should, you know, it's the right thing to have done. I should have done that. I should have put my yellow and my yellow and red light on. Oh well. So yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm not quite sure what people will make of it, because it's obviously Major Dolby's cat. Did anyone, Alan or Old School Fool, did you watch the Rooms episode? I know people are probably watching that when I went live. I can't remember when I scheduled it, so. I love you guys' support. Thanks for that. I'll look forward to. There's some. Kim Ellie, some names I've not noticed before. Hello Kim, not quite sure. The 3 Crumpeteers. I love the fact that when you can't read the chat and you go through it and your brain is trying this process of trying to like work out what people are saying, and I'm failing right now. So I'm not quite sure what you're, Kim. I liked it around Droitwich. Droitwich. Haven't been to there, Kim. Kin. It's Kin L. I haven't done that much of the cut, to be honest. I'm fairly new. I've only been on the canal boat for 3 years. Imagine that should be long enough to be able to experience more than I have. But I've been a bit lazy and been in marinas and thought that was the life up until June this year. So it changed everything. And the minute I got out on this network, I fell in love with it. So now marinas like, you know, I didn't really want to go back tonight, so I'm quite happy to be out again in the sticks. Got my batteries charged up. Don't have my little portable lithium battery because I used it up on the microwave today. But the projector and the Blu-ray player don't take up much at all. So I think I'm probably back to 100% batteries anyway. So yeah, thanks chaps. I really appreciate your support, and it's been great the last hour and a half as it's got darker and darker. It's a lot darker around me here than it shows on the screen. Trust me, it's the magic of mobile phones and the technology they use to keep the light going is amazing, because it is actually pretty dark. So, but yeah, awesome people watching. So thanks for watching. I'll keep this up. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not really a stream that, you know, would interest a lot of Major Dolby's cat subscribers, but if you have stumbled on this stream and thought that was quite fun, there's more of that on Tour Tales from a Narrowboat. It's just I couldn't remember my login details because it's a new phone and I needed to log in on the YouTube app, and I kept putting in the wrong password. So until I work out how to put that on the phone, I thought, sod it, just go live spontaneously on Major Dolby's cat. So that's why it's happened. Don't know what's over there though. There's a light behind me. See that light? Yeah. They switched their nav lights out now. Yeah, so they moored at the same time. Obviously, they're running. I reckon they were probably like people that were like, right, we're going to get to Foxton Locks by the end of the day, and then they spent their day filming shite for a YouTube video of Christmas in 24 hours, and then they realised, oh shit, we run out of time. So they're a long way from. If they were planning on going Foxton Locks, though, they're a fucking long way away. So. Glad I caught you today, mate. Old school, really cool that you joined us, and just for me to be able to say happy Christmas to you, mate. I look forward to catching up with you properly. Alan's been in with the chat, and we've all kind of done like we've had Alan, Ray, Richard, we've had Druss in there, and these guys, they're all, I love the little family that we've built up on this channel. I really do, and I know it's sometimes it's for me it would be nice to get a few new people in as well, just to keep everyone kind of, you know, to keep numbers rising really. But to be honest, I've said to these guys before and yourself that I don't really care. I've never been about numbers or anything like that, and the conversations that we have while we're in Discord has been great, hasn't it, Alan? I mean, we've been chatting away. We cover, you know, like we normally do, cover a vast amount of subjects and topics and stuff, and I'd be lost without that, because I really value that. So yeah, it'd be good to have you back into Discord and maybe join us for one of those. Fucking, do you hear that? It's fucking gunshots. That's the gunshots. Oh, wonderful. Oh, that's fucking great, isn't it? I literally just finished watching Watership Down today, and they've got hunters over there with shotguns. Can't you love the animals without shooting them? Apparently not. Yeah, so that's fun. I'll be hearing a few gunshots going off. Maybe I'll play a little bit of PC. Maybe shoot something myself, or... No, I think I'm just going to go in, make myself a cup of coffee and watch... I've got Die Hard 2. It's nowhere near as good as Die Hard original, but it is Christmas heavy again. Maybe I could give Die Hard 2 a go. It's all right. Die Hard is a masterpiece, though. Die Hard is an absolute masterpiece. Well, it was first fine the first time. Oh, I'm just reading that comment, old school. But it wouldn't let me connect me. Blooming annoying. Yeah, I remember, and I don't want anyone to get stressed, mate. So yeah, I remember you had technical issues with it. So totally get you, mate. Totally get you. Yes, swearing and everything. LOL. It's just our new neighbours getting us swan in for tomorrow. Old school. Preserve, mate. You can get in. I will, mate. Drive by narrowboating. Alan. Fucking hope not, mate. Jesus. Well, I mean, it's now really dark. It's now really dark. They wouldn't be able to see a hand in front of them, and I don't know whether that makes them more dangerous or whether they're going to stop. But yeah, it's dark now, so I'm going to end this stream, chaps. And newbies alike that are maybe watching this later on after it's gone out. Tall Tales from a Narrowboat, Major Dolby's cat. Well, obviously you're here, Major Dolby's cat. But yeah, what a fun little impromptu stream this was for Christmas Day. Have a great rest of the Christmas Day, great evening with your family, your friends, your loved ones, and all the rest. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy these moments. You don't need me to tell you that, but enjoy these moments and whatever you've got planned, if like me, it's just a cup of coffee and a movie, enjoy it, and have a great Boxing Day as well. You too, mate. You take care, old school. You take care, Alan. Big ups to the crew. Big ups to those who watch this a bit later. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.